Hello, and welcome back to DROD RPG 2025 Architecture Contest for DROD RPG 2. Chaco's Smouldering Ruins. The caped man journeyed south towards the smoke he spied on the horizon. As he approached the entrance to the town, he saw it was as he had feared. Okay, we're getting a little bit of story with this one, I guess. With thematically named enemies to count. Weird stat line to start. Times 5 multiplier, okay. So we're dealing with some big numbers here. Okay, well, there's a sword, or a weapon, so that's probably what I want. Interesting that there are two different boss icons. I probably noticed that at some point. Okay, so what's the difference between a slag golem and an ash baby? Ash babies have way more health but no defense. So... but slag golems do way more damage. I think that just means that attack makes the slag golem cheaper faster. Okay, we've got roaches, which are also no defense, but low health, high damage. They get cheap relatively fast, though. A single attack gem for them. Oh, a single attack gem cuts them in half. I don't think there are going to be any secrets, but we might as well destroy all those walls just to make sure. We'll do our job to do our part to clean up the town a little bit. A grotesque, huh? Also zero defense. A lot of zero defense enemies here. Now the termite mound has an interesting hue shift on it. That's We've got a roach queen. Roach queen is pretty tough. Well, she just got a lot of health. Again, zero defense. Termite mound, zero defense. Alright, let us see what an egg looks like. 200 attack. Okay. Good to know. Okay, can't get anywhere. We need a green door. A green key to get forward. There are 4 in that room. That looks pretty decent. Yeah, that's not getting cheaper anytime soon. I guess the problem with attacking it is that that means I have to spend a yellow key and a green key later to avoid the egg. Unless I happen to have enough attack to hit the 200 threshold. Since we have a really tough egg, which is actually something I did in my entry as well. And it's very important to know exactly how much attack you have available and how much you can skip and still be able to take on roach eggs. So we might actually just do a quick count after we're done scanning the first half of the level here. Okay, we have a green key. That's pretty cheap. We could maybe get the golem cheaper before taking that. Maybe. Those are looking pretty nice too, honestly. Alright, oh, and what was the, It's another green, okay. So another green gets us to the skeleton, and presumably we get the skeleton's weapon, which looks like a longsword? Maybe? He says, as though he recognizes what weapons look like in DROD RPG. I guess that's like reasonably right to be something, right? Better than a short sword. Alright, we need lots of yellow keys. We want attack. I think... Now, if we get defense, the thing about defense is that most things don't hit that many times. Yeah, 5, 5, 3. You need 3 attack gems to make the grotesques cheaper. I mean, maybe we just grab the defense and the green key right off the bat. I mean, we could probably just rush the weapon, honestly. Also, we could go down here. It is a few more fights, but then... Okay, it gives us access to a store. Some recluse spiders. Again, 0 defense, okay. But decent amount of health and pretty heavy hits. Goblin King. And then a Fagundo. Is that a super boss for score? That's my guess. And blue key, so yeah, Goblin King is the main boss. Well, haven't done anything yet, so let's just do a save for the start. And then look at this sword. So we need 2160. Do we get that if we just fight you guys for health? Also, how much more attack do I need to make you cheaper? 12. That saves 240. It's 10. I mean, if we're just rushing attack and stuff, we probably should have just done that from the start. Okay. You are now cheaper. 1880, another 10 would make you even cheaper. Well. The claws, the fire. The claws again! The fire again! Where are they? Where am I? How can I fight when I cannot see? Lost soul, this fight shall be your last. I will right what wrongs were done to you. It is a longsword. Okay, so that's a plus 40. Still metal. Okay, good to know. I mean, plus 40 isn't bad. So now let's do the attack gem count. Again, it was what, 200 I needed? Yes, I need 200 attack. So we're at 140 with the longsword. 5, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 85, 95, 105, 125, 35. 235. Okay, so we can actually skip 7 attack gems and still be able to attack eggs, but we do need the sword, which I imagine is intentional. So we need the sword. Is going down this way a good idea? Is that the only use for Greckles? Yeah, I haven't seen... I mean, I'll quickly scan because I wasn't explicitly looking for it, but I did kind of notice. Yeah, it seems that only here for Greckles. Access to the store as early as possible would be nice. Or access to that early, like I do kind of want to just fight the termites, but realistically, I think realistically what we're probably doing here is we are spending a yellow key and then fighting, and that way we can get to you right away, because that's a pretty nice set of stuff. And there are a lot of green keys. Alright, so if I want 15 attack in order to, or 17 attack to get the golem, 5 attack does make roaches half price. 20 for the ash babies. I mean, we could just take out the roach queen there right away. I feel like 15. Yeah, 105. Although now I'm getting greedy because the shop, if I can get to the shop with 4, I just get this and then I get the refund. Did I make queens cheaper? Yes. But that's also pretty expensive. And I do need 2 more attack. Okay, well, I guess we're just doing it this way to start. Lots of keys lying around. The 40 attack matters a little bit less than I would like. So I think we're just going to do that. I don't think I get any shortcuts here. Oh, there's hidden ones too. Well, I won't go hunting for the hidden ones, that's fine. Recluse spiders. Okay, so you... The grotesques can be taken out. Alright, that's just the other side of that. We do have access to this now. I need a green key, though. There's one by the spider, and then there's 4 here, but these all cost yellows. There's also a green in here. This one's pretty cheap. And it comes with stats. So we spend a yellow and a green. Ah. That's fine, it's just health. Is the egg looking at me? I think the egg is looking at me. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what creature type you have for your egg there, but... it's doing things. Okay, ash babies are a lot cheaper now. There, one more attack makes the Roach Queen cheaper. She has so much health that her getting attack for her doesn't matter all that much, though. I could grab 4 yellows pretty easily still. Is there any other health? I guess there's health here. How's the sword looking? Getting there. I think you're less likely to become good. I can cut the golem in half with a little bit more attack. So now... I mean, I get slight savings, technically. But... oh, I guess there's also health here. I think we just accept the fact that we're not getting that attack checkpoint, because that lets us get in here right away. These are 50 apiece? Yes, just standard. Five makes the golem cheaper. Okay, so now the numbers are starting to look a bit bigger. But at this point, I think what we want to do then is get another green key. Those guys... okay, those guys are actually really cheap now. And actually, defense is making them quite harmless. Okay, it's just a yellow. So I need another green key. Presumably I'm going to want all of these. I think... am I ever getting up to 250? I don't think so, right? I'm getting up to 235 is what I determined. So Slag Golem is basically never getting cheaper. And now that I've got this green... 1260. I can do it. Okay, I can get health there. Termites are free. Does attack still help? Technically. Roaches are almost free, actually. Okay, no good for Wraithwings. If I had another green key, though, I could... Okay, so I think that's my next target. Trying to figure out where I could spend the green keys. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Oh. What do you pray for? Strength, fortitude, fame and fortune, wisdom, or for the fallen to find peace? Interesting. I wonder if this makes a difference, but let's go for number 5. I'm assuming this is a one-off kind of thing. Just a free 1,000 health, I guess. Let's restart so that I can see what this room looked like. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's a special floor tile there. I guess, in case I want to investigate and see if this makes any difference at all. We can come back here later. But that was 5 again, by the way, for what it's worth. Okay, yeah, you're not getting cheap anymore. I've got the spiders in half with 15, which is still possible. Okay, you're free. We could get more defense. Which makes you free. Might as well go clean them up then. Which I think makes everything up here free. Not you though. You will never be free, because there's not enough stats for that. Could have done that a long time ago. Whoops. Okay, I can get my yellow. Hey, put those back! They belong to this town and its people. What people? I see no one left. No next of kin, none of them king's men. Finders keepers. You disrespect the memory of these people. These remnants belong to us, not to thieves. Who is the thief and who is the solver? Taxes and tribute are taken year after year. However, you are not a knight, but a vigilante. The real criminal is next door at the stables. If you want to inflict your kind of justice on them, seek them out. Okay, Goblin King is doable. Roach Queen could even get cheaper. Okay, Fagundo. Presumably the cause of the Smouldering ruins, I guess? Okay, well that's going to require a lot more health than I have. And I need a blue to get through there. Okay, well Roach Queens could be made cheaper, although... I guess it's you. There we go. That's it for Roach Queens. So now is the time. Spiders get cut in half. You're looking a little bit more reasonable. Hitting 19 times, yeah, you have a lot of defense. Which means that me getting defense actually helps against you. Goblin King is not getting another attack, but we can get more defense. Okay. A lot of health down there. Okay, so we have... No point in doing anything up there except for the 3 yellows for an attack and a green. Is there anything else we want to spend yellow keys on? I think we're done. I think there is actually just no more yellow aside from this and that, which we're not doing, and this, which we're not doing. There's no reason to have yellow keys. So in that case, you might as well do that. Gives us enough money to buy out the shop. Ah, somebody who's removing icons from the map. Nice. I approve. Alright, and then we have the keys for this. This is kind of just what they're for. And I guess that's a pretty decent trade, and that'll give us enough health. I mean, we can get the defense first. So we have a green key, a green key. You've got a green key. And yeah, I think we're good. Alright, defeated Goblin King. I don't know what... Oh, SR, Smouldering Ruins. Okay. I guess that's fair. Alright, and is that it for our stats? I think so. So we might as well just do cleanup and take out the Fagundo. That's definitely score positive. As are all of these. So yeah, we just cleared out the whole place. And had enough health at the end for the Fagundo. So standard score. Let's see here. We're getting 60 points. Okay, 1533. I can just do it that way. Yeah, okay. So if I want to get a score for ending, I mean, maybe there is no score for going down the stairs. It would be kind of silly if there was. We beat the 2 bosses. But that is score negative if you are trying to use those stats to help with the Goblin King. Yeah, and nothing. Okay. The caped man continued south, his heart heavy, but his resolve firm and his stride firmer. He needed to warn the next city about what happened today. Although, I mean, I guess Fagundos can be reborn, so who knows. Maybe the threat is gone, maybe it isn't. Okay. So that was pretty fun to play through. Aesthetically, it was great. I liked that there was at least enough of environmental storytelling going on there. Pretty standard, you know, normal DROD stuff, DROD RPG stuff. So I did enjoy it. I guess the main thing I am a bit confused by is that it just felt really easy. Like I just took out the challenge boss in my first attempt without really planning all that much. I mean, you know, maybe I'm just getting better at this game, or you know, I just happen to pick the right things in the right order. I'm surprised when it works out like that. So I was expecting to struggle with it more than I did, but I had a pretty good time with it. It was, yeah, pretty good overall. harder isn't necessarily better. And if anything has, if I've learned anything from DROD architecture contests, it's that the easier your entry is, the higher your average score is going to be during voting. So, yeah. All right, we are done with page 1, I guess, room 1. That's 12. 10 more to go. Starting with my entry next. Okay, nice and warm. I guess that'll be more developer commentary instead of blind playthrough. So that's what we'll do next time. I will see you then.